Good evening. Thank you very much for your patience. The Secretary General will start with a short introductory statement and then we'll have a few minutes for questions. Secretary General.
Good evening. We have just discussed the situation in Kosovo, which is of concern to all of us. And let me be clear, restrictions to the freedom of movement are not acceptable. The use of violence is not acceptable, and particularly attacks on our soldiers and on any member of international missions in Kosovo are not acceptable. KFOR is ensuring freedom of movement and a safe and secure environment for all people in Kosovo. Our soldiers are operating carefully, firmly and impartially, and they are acting in full accordance with our mandate from the United Nations. We fully support the commander of KFOR and the troops under his command as they continue to uphold the United Nations mandate. Recently, we have seen some positive steps. President Tadic has called on those who are manning the barricades to return to their homes. Belgrade and Pristina have reached an agreement on integrated crossings, and the first roadblocks have been removed. This sort of concrete and constructive actions are welcome, but we need to see more of them so that freedom of movement is fully restored to the northern part of Kosovo, because tensions are bad for Serbia, bad for Kosovo, and bad for the whole region. We also discussed our cooperation with Russia ahead of our meeting with Foreign Minister Lavrov tomorrow in the NATO-Russia Council. Our partnership with Russia is of fundamental importance, and we agreed that we have made good progress in that partnership, and there is potential for still more. We cooperate to bring stability to Afghanistan and stem the flood of narcotics out of the country. We cooperate in the fight against terrorism. We cooperate in combating piracy. And this cooperation benefits all of us. And we are committed to continuing it. At the same time, there are areas where we disagree. Missile defense is one of them. NATO's position is clear. We need missile defenses for our own security. We believe our defenses would be more effective if we cooperate, and we want to create trust and build transparency. This is why we invited our Russian partners to discuss the potential for cooperation. And I'm glad that President Medvedev recently stated that Russia is keeping the door for dialogue open. I agree that dialogue is vital, and NATO remains committed to dialogue. But we have also noted that Russia is prepared to respond to our plans by deploying missiles in areas neighboring the alliance. I have to say that such responses remind us of the confrontation of a bygone era, and they suggest a fundamental misunderstanding of the scale of our missile defenses and of their purpose. So we are looking forward to our meeting with Foreign Minister Lavrov tomorrow to clear the air. NATO and Russia have a self-evident interest in working together. In many important areas, we are already working together. And I firmly believe that there is great potential for us to work together still more closely. And with that, I'm ready to take your questions.